Do you want play-by-play?
I don't know any else. I'd probably prefer this.
All right, sure. I'll rock with those. Right. Is this on? I have no idea.
Hello, everyone. Sorry for the late start. We're here in the south end of beautiful Boston watching the mighty Northeastern Huskies take on the Newton College Eagles, is it?
I think so.
Alrighty, let's get underway. Huskies are up 3-1. We saw a couple go into the back of the net as we arrived here.
Huskies have 3 goals. That other team has 1. Not much of a math guy, but starting to think we have a game here.
I say 3-1's pretty good odds. Ooh, a little draw and dump from the Huskies. A rip.
Ooh, great
Ooh,
shot
off-stick
from
save.
Jamin Bott.
Jamin Bott. What a stud, that kid.
Very
Great legs
tall.
on that guy, too.
Very tall.
What are we thinking for game optics here, Sumner?
I do not know what that means, but I think we're going to have a great night here
Words
in
are
Boston.
words. The game's the game. Let's play some ball. Great stick.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Goalie Gavin with a wonderful scoop and pass to his teammate.
Out to number
what
3.
can this guy not do? Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't gathered this by now, we are not licensed commentators, and I quite don't really understand why we're here, but we're here for the long run.
We're here for the love of the game, Sumner. Still trying to figure out what our goal anthem's going to be here, but we'll sing it to you. Ooh, big lick. Duca's calling it out, and the refs are listening. Maybe not.
Gifted orator Thomas Duca might get this call overturned.
Really, what's happening is that Coach Duke is letting the refs know how much he appreciates them being here. They're taking time out of their Saturday, and sometimes he looks upset, but he's letting them know, thank you guys for coming.
Absolutely. He's just a nice guy overall, Thomas Duca.
Northeastern Lacrosse lives by respecting the officials and always being kind, never losing your temper.
Speaking of losing their temper, we got Luke Lang guarding number 28 on the Eagles.
Ooh. Seems we have good guy Lang right now, but you guys stick around. We just might see evil Lang.
Dodge from X brings it up the right side. That's a good stick. That's some good D. That's some rock solid D right there, fellas.
I may have heard a helmet right there, but I think maybe the BC fans brought a noise machine. I think he's innocent.
Ooh, we got pipe off the goalie's back. He got laced. A little push.
Ooh.
I mean, get that kid a mop. He might be an MVP because he cannot seem to keep his head up, fellas.
Typically, you want to put it between the orange things. Yeah, see, that's an example of what not to do. I'm not sure what that guy's aiming at, but you want to keep it in the orange things and hit the back of the white there.
Let's move the ball, get off the field. I've been there plenty of times. Did not see the back of the net a lot of times in my day. So I respect it. A little dodge down the left alley. Good poke check from William Yates. Lotta D from Lotta. Up top, number 4. Ryan Skolnick shutting him down. Oh, quick double. And we got a ward call. We're going the other way, fellas. That is Huskies ball. Quickly to the middle. Little high.
Skolnick throws it to McCabe.
Moves it out to Luke
draws
Lang.
the penalty.
And that's a good ground ball.
Oh.
Ouch! I felt that one from the booth, fellas.
Yeah, that did not look legal to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are right across the street from the NUPD station. I think they might, this might be on their radar.
Yeah, I think we got a case on our hands, fellas. We got 2 flags down, a lot of laundry. And it better be for the, better be on the Eagles here. Look at that defensive line from the Huskies. We got 29 Dylan McCabe, 15 Ryan Skolnick, and 47 he must be new, because I am not sure, but he is looking large, and we're looking hefty on the D end, fellas.
Oh, yes.
Hefty on the D, great net. I've heard that the defense this year has been fantastic. We are looking at a great side here.
Number 47 is in his first year here with the Huskies. I don't have good Wi-Fi, so I cannot pull up our roster, but what a player. Moving on, we have Ryan Skolnick, who is very tall, and Dylan McCabe, scratch golfer. Who would have thought?
We got 47. I just pulled it up. 47 is James Lewis.
Goodness gracious, I love that guy.
Holding down the close D group. What a swing from number 3. There was a great that wore number 3 last year. I forgot his name. Might have been Bob Air or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But
That was really fast. Ankles of iron,
Yes.
that Thomas Gobert.
But man, number 3 looks good in white. Moves it up quickly. He's bringing it up the middle. You never want to bring it up the middle, fellas. Call him out. All right, good clear from the Eagles. Slowing it down, moving it to X.
Number 43 is not serviced by the Huskies this season. I believe they have retired that jersey and hung it up in the Columbus garage for all of the club sports drivers to stare in awe at.
Great call, Sumner.
My producer is telling me right now that Sumner actually didn't play this season because he was making too much NIL money. Just kidding. I run a nonprofit. I make no profits. I am unemployed. My LinkedIn says open to work. I will be happy to share with you my
cannot be a
personal
shot.
email.
Now, I'm not sure what that kid was aiming at, either the orange line or something else, but that wasn't great.
He was trying to damage our transit system right there. So, great call, Andrew.
Yeah, the orange line does not go out to
Quick swing. This
very
kid's
far
got
west
legs.
of Boston. So
Ooh. Looks like number 10 picked out of a Crayola pack for the color of his head. Not for me, but, game is game. And the Eagles cannot seem to keep 2 hands on the stick here. They're going to call a slash and call.
for all the Boston College families watching here tonight, I do apologize. There is rampant media bias going on. Sorry.
Look online for the alternate Nesson broadcast. Man, what a stellar-looking group of young men right here. Glistening in their white unis as Jamin brings it down the alley. He's gonna move that to X. Ooh. Ooh. Good move. Matt Moore. Ooh, good take for Matt Moore there. Good save.
Nice save by the keeper.
And the Eagles are clearing.
Boston College
Moving
Eagles.
quick. They got numbers here. And they got a slow break going.
I think the goalie here for the Eagles is trying to do his best Northeastern legend Sam Bellamy impression. Who knows how long he can keep this up? Those are big shoes to fill.
Great point, Sumner.
Theo down the alley is not what you're looking to see as an offensive player. He will clamp you there.
Rumor on the street is that ex-Northeastern goalie Sam Bellamy, as the Eagles turn it over, ascended into heaven straight after his time at Northeastern. As Jamin moves it up, not a chance for that guy there. Fix your mask. Oh, he might have a chance. He had a chance.
Ooh.
God damn. Huskies ball. Eagles ball.
I'm not quite sure if that was great defense or if Jamin just lost his balance. We are going to go to our sideline reporter now.
It looked to me here like he lost his balance. I think he's got a high center of gravity. The other kid's a little bit shorter than him, and he kind of got below him. I think 9 out of 10 times Jamin's got that one.
Crayola dancing around X. Moves it to the middle. Turnover. Skolnick, full head of steam coming up the middle. Moves it left. Matt Moore. Ooh! Had the juice, but the juice got loose, ladies and gentlemen.
My producer's in my ear telling me now that a big gust of wind has just blown across the field. That shot was on target. We really can't blame the guy for that one.
I've never seen him miss, personally.
Yeah, me neither.
Little swim, sticks there. Eagles moving it up. Looks like we might have a, there we go. Move it over to 41. Back through X. Duca sees it. That is offsides, and they did catch it.
Coach Thomas Duca, he is showing off his lateral movement skills with these yelling to the players. Oh my goodness, what an athlete.
I mean, after a few years with the guy, there's truly no one that knows the rule book better than him. He knows this in and out and regularly has to teach the officials the rules.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
feeling
for
those
example,
hits from
another
up
one
here,
right
and
there.
we're moving.
my
Andy!
goodness.
Oh! High and wide.
We're going to need Marshawn Lynch to return his Brady Daler's jersey to him at his earliest convenience, but my God, what a clear from the guy.
We got laundry on the field, and the Huskies are going to go man up.
Dylan McCabe just gave me a smile as I waved to him from the commentating booth.
Gosh, he's handsome, isn't he?
He scratch golfer as well.
Scratch golfer, and he's handsome. I mean, a whole package there.
Oh my goodness.
Huskies moving it man up. Man, 3 looks good. Look at him.
It's just a great number.
Swinging it to the left, back up top, to the middle.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Bangarang! We got a Huskies goal. We're leading 4-1. They are leading 4-1. Unbiased box up here, fellas.
It's a great look and a great finish there by the Huskies. It's exactly what they're looking for on a man up. It's a good skip pass into a crease goal. It doesn't get any prettier than that.
Now, I'm not sure if we have a live stream going or what, but
It's right there.
yeah, we need some comments for an anthem. A little goal anthem. What do we want to hear up here?
I don't know, but all the fans at home, feel free to DM NEU Lacrosse. Or
Ooh,
is
it's
it Huskies? Not quite sure, but there's an Instagram page, and fearless leader of the Husky social media team, Will Kayer, will respond promptly.
Thought it was an over and back call, though. Must have been over 60 seconds. Moves on to the Huskies. We got Matt Moore with the ball.
That's a classic case of I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw, but it was the wrong thing, and we are going back to white.
Ladies and gentlemen, I had my eyes closed for that one. Didn't quite catch it, but seems like many people here did.
And end of the first quarter, we got the Huskies up on the Newton College Eagles 4-1.
Coach Thomas Duca, father of 2, is going to get the guys going.
This is a great start to the game by the Huskies, who I know had a rougher start to their year, maybe dropped a few that they wanted to have back, and have since been doing fantastic. I believe it's 15, 16 straight CLC games in the green, and this is what they're looking at to end their year. This game is for the 1 seed in the CLC, and so I think these two teams it really matters to them. And looking at the Huskies here coming out strong in the first quarter.
Yeah, well said there, Andrew. I think both teams want that 1 seed, but I think we got a championship matchup in the CLC championship on our hands here.
I think so. I think we might be right back here in a few weeks. Boston College Eagles are coming off of a great season of rebuilding. Seems like they're doing well for themselves. They're ranked maybe 10th. I don't know about that, but but we'll see. Talented team here. We have ourselves a game, and both these teams want it. Both wanting to punch their tickets to go to whatever city playoffs are in this year.
I believe that is Virginia for the national championship, and with the CLC now having the AQ for the winning team now that the new teams have been added. So, in the past few years, this matchup has been a lot about pride, and now there is stakes on the line going into the CLC.
Great point, Andrew. I mean, in the years past, champion of the CLC generally got an at-large bid to at what the time was Round Rock, Texas, but now it's moving to Virginia. But the stakes are definitely higher here. Still pride on the line. Both teams just battling it out.
Speaking of moving to Virginia, I will be soon, and if there is anybody in Boston looking for a sublet, please reach out to NEU Lacrosse on Instagram or any other source of media. And if you are interested in a sublet in Boston, this is a shameless plug.
It's got to be white there.
Stick around for our
Ooh.
post-game interview. Andrew Young, Sublet E, will be sharing his personal email after the game.
You will get your own bathroom.
It's a lovely house. Great bones.
Great bones. As the Huskies bring an offense, dodge down the right alley. He might have a shot there. Skips it to
my
Andy, a
goodness.
little high.
Just a
High and
touch
outside. Andy, man, is that boy good on the ride, though.
Not only is he a talented lacrosse player, but I am just now figuring out his middle name is Sumner. We know this man is destined for greatness, both on the lacrosse field, just because he's a good guy.
19's got some wheels bringing it up the middle. Ooh, we got a little turf monster coming in.
Ryan Skolnick, good at lacrosse, is turning him around. He's going to pass it off.
We got a flag down. Not sure what for. Might have been a slash. As the Eagles settle down a little bit before this man up.
When it comes to that flag, I hope the official can reconsider. I am sure he didn't mean it.
Great point, Sumner. Might have just slipped out of his pocket. Happens. Brings up the right side. High and wide.
Ladies and gentlemen watching at home, don't mean to alarm you, but the 50-yard line pylon is blown over in the wind. More on that later.
That is a hold by 15 Skolnick. I didn't quite see it, but he had a slightly better vantage point than I did, so I won't argue that one. I'm sure there will be some later on that I'm happy to argue with.
As the Eagles move to man up. Looks like Crayola wanted to start the draw there. I do love that head. Not
Very
trying
good
to
head.
pick him out, but I get jealous over creativity, fellas.
With shades of 2014 East Coast Dies
Yes.
lacrosse stick, the man with the blue Volt head, we will be surely paying attention to his game.
Great save from Gavin.
Goalie Gavin doing his best impression of a brick wall.
Oh, head up. That's in
Uh-oh.
the back. It's got to be in the back, and
the
we got a flag
is
down.
Yeah, we got a lot of laundry on the field there. That is clear in the back after a beautiful save by goalie Gavin. And, they don't just give number 0 to anybody. That's something you really got to earn, and he's showing why there.
That was, I don't want to say a suicide pass, but it got the flag, and we knew it was coming the whole time while the ball was in the air. So, goalie Gavin, good save. Appreciate the laundry on the field.
I have since graduated, so I can now come clean. I never once checked the Microsoft Teams to look at what the Northeastern Huskies' ride is, but I don't know if that was it. Seems to work in our favor. Sorry, Coach Duca.
No, the Huskies are probably, as Tom Duca would say, they're looking to draw and dump here. Of course, I didn't know what drawer meant. I thought it meant an article of clothing, but there they are. Draw the defender, dump the ball.
We're looking at 3 defensive-minded players in the booth, and we're not quite sure what happens on the man up. I can tell you what happens there, though. That's what you don't want to do. That was another clear penalty, and you're looking at 2-man down. And he's not even waiting for the call. He's going straight off. He knows he did it. Now,
We got
I
jars
know
on
a
the
number
floor.
43 who has been way better in the past and way cleaner with his stick. And that is why it has since been retired by Northeastern.
Cleanest stick I've ever seen. Good call, Andrew.
Very good call. I hear the man doesn't need a can opener at home when he's cooking because the takeaway checks are unreal. Taught Ryan Skolnick everything he knows. I gave him a bounty of 1 ice-cold Gatorade. He's able to get a can opener from me tonight. Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Huskies back on 6-on-5. Eagles defender just comes in. They're swinging the ball. Brings it up top, down to the left side, down through X. Up to Jamin Batit. Yes. All right. Up top. Little crease pop for the Huskies. They're taking their time. Good look down low to the middle, Andy. And we got a
Andy
top right.
Sumner Warren with the
Oh!
We are Huskies!
All right, we got something
It's a
cooking in here.
Fantastic finish in the middle there by number 52, Andy Warren. He's actually the president of the team. That is no ordinary player right there. you really you don't want to leave him that wide open in the middle of the field.
I mean, put that man in a grocery store because he's stocking shelves. Good face off and good flip. What a handle. Oh. All right, half a handle. Eagles move away with the ball. Move it down. That's a lazy effort. Moving it down the right side a little. Right alley dodge. Down low. Great save by goalie Gavin Korninski.
I mean, guys, that's not going in today. He has shown that he is a brick wall in net, and if you're going to want to finish, you're going to need either a better look or a better
I mean,
shot.
he is really reading eyes and tossing dimes, that Gavin.
Look at him split the middle there. That's 3 guys, 3 sticks on him, and he splits right through it. He's got people looking the wrong direction. That is a fantastic clear there by
He
the
just
Huskies.
made that pole look like an audience member at a Fish concert, just lost and confused.
I believe the number 12 trending subject on Twitter right now is that goalie Gavin, good at lacrosse. You heard it here first.
Certified great guy, too, Sumner.
Oh, my goodness. The best.
He once bought me a Diet Coke down at the Mission.
What a good
Love
guy.
that guy. Some moves dancing around X.
And a goal for the Huskies.
It takes 2 to tango, but it was only 1 right there, fellas. Is that Matt Moore?
Yes, it is. And there's not too much to say about a goal like that. That is just, I mean, that is filthy.
In the
That is
Huskies.
That is the case of a very talented player going to work, and that is a timeout by the Newton Community College Eagles.
Huskies bench fired up. They're ready to go. Eagles a little flat-footed, a lot of ankle socks, not a lot of style. Again, this is a Northeastern broadcast, folks, so I am sorry.
And speaking of the Huskies, we have a loaded alumni cast at the end of our bench there. Everybody in plain clothes. There's a few notable alumni there, one of which appears to be a future doctor, Drew Montigny, currently at medical school. Seek him out in a few years. That is who you will be wanting to go to for all of your cochlear implant needs.
Absolutely. I saw him save a man's life on a road trip one time. Put down his Dunkin' iced coffee. I'm not sure if there was some CPR involved, but the man is alive to see the day today, so congrats, Drew.
Certified good guy, Drew Montigny. Mispronounced that, sorry.
Montigny?
Montigny.
Montigny.
That is Montigny for the viewers at home.
Gotcha.
Speaking of the alumni over there, Steveland, not even going to try it, Maglin at something, works for DraftKings in New York City. And he told me earlier today that Vegas has these odds as really, really good for the Huskies.
Yeah, the live line I'd probably put around at minus 275 right here. They came out strong. They're continuing to be strong, and they're rolling.
I mean, the Huskies just want to defend their home turf right here, and such a big advantage playing at Carter. I can't remember a time in the past few years where the Newton College Eagles have made it out to Carter Field, but what a perfect day to do it.
Believe we are breaking new trail here, not only for BC's visit, but also, I'm told it's the first time in 10,000 years it has not rained on Carter Field while the Huskies played lacrosse. Beautiful overcast weather here in Boston as we gear up for a lovely Marathon Monday.
I hope it snows today. Come on. What a good day for some lacrosse.
The guys next to me in the booth are not exaggerating. This is as nice a game as we have seen in Carter in years.
As the Eagles move it down on offense. Move it up top, waiting for some subs. Let's see what they can do here. Have been pretty flat thus far.
We have 10 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Good split dodge. Gets back to his right. Just wide. That's some solid offense from the Eagles. Something we haven't seen in the past few possessions. Been a lot of back and forth here. A lot of running.
Yeah, that's a good look. But again, you're looking at this Northeastern defense, and you're really just not seeing an opening. There is a lot of stout defensive presence as they
save.
get one off the pipe there.
Oh, they're moving up. They got numbers. We got
With a
Skolnick. We
fast
got big
break.
man running. Up through the middle to Max Elmore. Down. And they're calling yellow. They're going to settle it down. Great defensive stand from the Huskies.
Maxwell Elmore, also a scratch golfer. I shot him a phone call earlier today about a 9-hole reservation tomorrow. Did not respond. If anybody here is watching the stream and on the bench, maybe ask him for me.
Might have gone big
Ouch.
time on us. Ooh.
Speaking of big time, Luke Lang.
Devil Lang? Huskies move it up top. Number 1, Brady Daler, working to the middle, moves it back to that good-looking number 3 guy. A lot of good-looking guys at 3 in the past few years for the Northeastern Huskies. Moving it through X. And let's see what Matt Moore's got. Ooh, boy, that boy is smooth. Did Manti oil that boy up? Because, man, he is slippery.
And a fantastic backup there as well.
To the owner of the Black Suburban parked right behind Carter Field, be careful. NUPD told me I could not park there last year. Keep your head on a swivel, please.
All right. Not sure what we're doing the whistle for. I think it's a shot clock violation. Let's play. Eagles moving it up the box side. Let's see what they got for us. Ooh, William Yates Lotta stuffing him in that midfield takeaway. Good ground ball from the Eagles. A little toe drag, another strip, and we got a scrum. Crayola pulls it out of the pack, running away. Good ground ball.
Clearly,
that was in the head.
And that flag is down.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen at home, I'm not sure how much audio you guys have, but that is the sound of a helmet, and that's what we don't want to do. Speaking of what you don't want to do, they're coming from X, just dropping it and rolling it up towards the midline. It's not usually a great play, but they did recover it there.
Ooh, arid.
And another example of what not to do.
I was going to say arid pass, but that's just
It was off the head.
he was ready for the next look. It happens. That's sports. That's lacrosse. And the Huskies, we got a tip here? Oh, they're picking up the flag. We got a 6-on-5 for the Eagles.
Yes, staying with the Eagles on offense. Now we get to see this beautiful Northeastern man-down defense, a defense that has been really homegrown and is very stout here. The man-down defense from the Huskies has been fantastic the past few years, and we're looking to continue it into another one. So we're going to see what happens here.
For those looking to celebrate either team after the game, please meet us at Cleary's down the street. I just saw the DJ walk out, and I think they're ready to rock down there in the Boom Boom Room. So let us know. We'll be there. Roll Huskies.
Additionally, if anybody here is listening to the broadcast, if you have some Advil, I did roll my ankle on the walk here. We were very late, and I do apologize.
As the Eagles put one in the back of the net, that's 6-2 Huskies.
Tom, I'm going to be honest. I don't want to talk about it.
I was planning on ignoring it, but
Yeah, it's possible that was a fluke, and we should have a lot more lacrosse here to play as the lead is cut to 4.
I've heard from goalies in the past that sometimes when a ball is moving so slowly, it's hard to save because you make the save twice. You got to get to it, and then you recover, and then you got to get to it again, and that's what it looks like happened there.
you step dip stuff. That's what it is. From the great Sam Bellamy. He could only play top talent, that kid. He's unbelievable. He is absent today, unfortunately. Good luck to his girlfriend, Alexis, at Patriots cheerleading tryouts. Final round.
I mean, that kid's really got it all. You know, multiple-time All-American goalie. This is exactly who you aspire to be as a kid.
Yeah, you might as well give him the title King.
What
King
is
Bellamy,
not to
it really
love
rolls
as
off
the
the
ball
Great
rolls
save.
through the crease, and it's
That's
just picked up at the
not
last
our
minute.
guy, is it?
Nope, we're kind of excited about the wrong thing. Wish it went in.
I'm going
but-
to give a little womp womp there. Ooh, good
And the
pick
ball
off.
is picked
Speaking
off
of-
Let's
by
pick it up. Let's
number
move the
3.
ball, Huskies.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh.
Oh. The handle just moved back in play. That's a push. All right, I'm sorry, my spectator voice came on.
Former Northeastern coach Derek Manty is sure to not like that one as we drop the pass. Sure, he has a drill for that. You have my number, coach.
We got Mark Sauerland on bench duty to make sure Manty doesn't storm. As the Eagles set back up on offense, they're going to take a dodge up the middle, moving it down to the left side. Arid shot there. Not sure what they saw there. William Yates Lotta. Man, that kid's quick.
Oh my
Look at him
goodness.
go.
Born and raised Montanan, he is our representative of West Coast Lacrosse. I'm heard he's one of the better ones, and he doesn't have to pay sales tax as he does it.
As Matt
he
Moore
had
brings
his
it up
way
the
with the
right
clear
side.
there.
Does he have a shot there? He's going to settle it down.
They are slowing it down.
We're taking some subs here.
Fresh legs have never been a bad thing. Yates there with a beautiful clear into a nice slowdown by Matt.
Get that
We're
kid some
dodging up the
water.
right
Let him rest
alley.
up. Electric offensive presence, but you got to make sure you guys are rested and you get the best version of everybody on offense here as Matt Moore's bringing it up the right side. Looks to the middle, wide
There
open.
we go.
Bang-a-ring. We got another. Put it on the scoreboard.
Now, I do not coach the Newton Community College Eagles, but if I did, I would probably tell them to cover the crease because that is, I think, the third or fourth since we've arrived that has just been right on their doorstep. And that's exactly what you're not looking for.
And they're chatting about it, but have not seemed to figure it out. They're breaking the huddle. I'm loving the way the Huskies are looking right now. Aggressive, defending the home field. What do we think there, Sumner?
I mean, that is a quick, unlucky on the pickup, but
Nice.
I mean, this is exactly what you want to see from the Huskies.
As the Eagles look to settle it down, we got a pull and a Fogo coming off the field, and we're going to get some subs.
But again, this Northeastern defense is very stout this year. You can swing it around as many times as you want, but you're not gonna find a fish. There's nobody there that you want to dodge on, even from X. This is Elmo here from X. It's not who you want to see. And that Canadian backhand is again not the shot, and a great chase by the Huskies. This
There
is
we go.
exactly what we've been talking about here, folks. These Huskies on defense are fantastic.
I mean,
Very
just
well disciplined.
Well disciplined, well coached, like you said. And
50-yard
know.
pylon has been put up again.
Eagles are just playing some. He's in.
Hey, there we go.
He
Maxwell Elmore.
was most certainly
they've
out of
been
bounds.
calling him fancy feet. I didn't see the out
He
of
was
bounds.
most certainly out of bounds there, but we're going to let him play. And we got a Huskies timeout. Great timeout from Coach Tom Duca.
Apologize to the viewers at home, but I am red-blue colorblind. Didn't quite see the line there. I swear he was in. As coach of Northeastern Lacrosse and former goalie William Kayer gets about 3 fist bumps right there. It has come to my attention that he is wearing the 2021 team merch issued hoodie. I believe he has just been accused of being unk.
Yes, that is actually what they refer to as the Unk hoodie. I learned that one in my last year. I unfortunately wore it to a team event, and they tore into me for it.
Xavier Phoenix, young player on the team, very mean about it sometimes.
Man, does that kid have style.
Oh my goodness gracious. A real powerhouse of style on the Northeastern Lacrosse team.
Reminds me of that one song. What is it? T Grizzly?
I believe so.
Stepping over puddle with my team's on. That's a big 13 on something like that.
Something like that.
But he just brings out the music in everyone. I love that kid to death.
Never fails to put a smile on my face. Also, great taste in Instagram Reels. They had an update where you can see who likes a reel. And oh my goodness, does that guy have a curated page? They're actually pretty good.
Speaking of curated page, Chris Wilk at the end of the bench over here, another former All-American for the Huskies tuning in. if there are any scouts watching this game, he is interested in a master's program and has just been granted a 5th year of eligibility by the MCLA. If there is anybody interested in Christopher Wilk, look up his stats. You will not be disappointed.
Andrew Young, wasn't it just a few months ago when you got him a job? How was his? Can we give a performance review on the guy?
This is true. This is another shameless plug here for another one of my good friends. Chris Wilk has been doing a fantastic job working at Mass Pioneer. We have a bit of a legacy program going there, and the lads are doing well. He's been doing a fantastic job
good save
taking
by
up surgeries
Eagles
and
goaltender.
procedures and everything. And I mean, he has really impressed us on the rest of the staff.
And we're on FaceTime right here with ex-All-American. No.
Oh,
Mark Sauerland.
gracious.
Oh, we got an Eagles goal there.
As a goal happens.
As
on
an
the field.
unlucky one slips through.
Bad news, Bears just came back to town, and it is a 7. Is that 3 or 4?
7-3.
We
I
got a
believe.
7-3 ball game.
If anybody's in communications with Dylan McCabe, please ask him to take a few steps to the right so we can see. It is a 3.
But I just want to say how happy we are to be here and how happy we are to have you guys all tuned in. It is a normal day in Boston. We got overcast weather. About 45 degrees. I'm getting a little chilly.
Again, this is as pretty as it gets here, folks. Boston weather the past year has not been ideal. This is a beautiful day.
I mean, we got an Eagles timeout coming in. I think they're hoping to get a quick one here, maybe one more before half. Hopefully have it be a 7-5, 7-4 ball game going into the second half.
Well, Bobes, I can tell you what's not going to happen is that right there. Because, again, this Northeastern defense has been fantastic. And I don't think coming out of a timeout is really going to make too much of a difference for them there.
Andrew, unfortunately, we have no wood to knock on in here. But, yes.
I will find some.
Fun fact about Northeastern's campus, it is technically classified as a arboretum because of the amount of trees.
And tagging on to Sumner's point there, actually, every tree that you walk past has a weird little brass sign on it letting you know about the details there of the agriculture. It's really a beautiful campus and a beautiful city.
I'm told they installed those before the new Real ID laws came into place. They might have to change them pretty soon.
Good call, Sumner. I heard they got plenty of trees out in Newton.
Believe so. I'm no arborist, but I think there are some trees.
I mean, really, they're far enough away from Boston that you really can't call yourself
That was my
Boston
main
College.
point there, yeah.
Yeah, there's too many trees. We see a couple daily here, but, I mean, if you're living around them, I don't think you can call yourself Boston, truly.
With gas prices so high in Boston, I don't know if we'll be able to answer this question for you, but I believe there are some trees out there, as they are very far removed from Boston.
All right, let's get back to the action here. Eagles moving it right down the gut. It was a crafty little jump shot, but Gavin turns it away.
Gavin saw
It's
right
one of those
through that
ones
one.
coming off of a timeout. You're really wondering, is that what they could cook up there?
Oh, Eagles quick takeaway. They bring it to the middle, and they score. Looks like my friend Andrew did not find wood to knock on. Because they're doing exactly
what's
what's
true. There's no wood in here, but really, at the end of the day, it's an unlucky one. It's a great save from Gavin at the beginning, and then an unlucky turn of events on the fast break, and we'll see what they can find on the other end.
That's a tough clear, but we got a closer ball game here. I was worried I was going to have to check off at halftime and head to Cleary's for the celebration, but we are still here in a 7-4 ball game with 2 minutes left in the first half.
Oh, what a check.
And Skolnick picks it up. He moves it out to Dylan McCabe and backed. Not sure.
I mean, clearly these Poles have been practicing their wall ball. It's some quick movement there on the back end at the beginning of a clear and looking into setting up the offense.
I was about to say, they're moving the ball so quick, I can't even say their names quick enough.
I do not remember.
Oh, moving it to the
Oh
middle.
my
Revival
God.
pole game.
Long pole.
Oh, Just gets turned away there.
In unselfish play as he flips it out to an attackman there. That was not a shot, ladies and gentlemen. He knew he didn't have it, and so he recovered and gave it to the offense there to settle down. That is an unselfish, beautiful play by number 29, Dylan McCabe. Again, a scratch golfer.
Dylan McCabe's going to be getting a couple semi-angry texts from me later tonight. Kid was hell of a pledge, hell of a lacrosse player, hell of a golfer, hell of a guy. And we got some more dirty laundry down on the field, and it appears to be against the Eagles?
I believe this one was on Northeastern, and they were framed for their crimes. If anybody here knows a good lawyer, please let me know.
As we have Chris Wilk knocking on the booth right now. He's hopping in.
If you're hearing any feedback here on the stream,
Chris Wilk, do you actually have anything to say to the people at home? I know you've been missing the green of the field. Is there anything that you have for the ladies and gentlemen?
7-1, good guys up. Oh wait, no, it's 7-4. Never mind.
Not even
Chris
close.
Wilk, get your head in the game here.
Chris Wilk has clearly been turned out for a few minutes as he made his way from one side of the field to the other. He seems to be having a good day, though, so that's really all that matters.
I got to say, Chris Wilk here in the booth with us, special guest, looking handsome as ever in his Luna brand sweatshirt.
We got a turnover by the Eagles here. Huskies are going to be moving the ball up, and we got 50 seconds on the clock. Hopefully they can settle it quick, get their personnel on, and maybe put one in the back of the net before half.
And again, speaking of Chris Wilk, he actually brought some hydration to the booth here. We've been looking for some electrolytes, and he brought it. And I mean, this is the type of stuff that he brings to your team. Again, if you're looking for as Matt Moore finishes another goal by the Huskies,
hanging on the bar. We got another one. Bangarang!
I don't know if he's here, but everybody please tune in to the How to Look Like Charlie Instagram account for the edit of that moment tomorrow.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh!
we are Huskies!
Yeah, I wish we had a 2-syllable. Ooh, we got
the booth
goal did
missed
not
that
count.
one.
Goal
There was
did not
a few
count.
people in the way there. We actually fully believe that was a goal there.
Was it not?
It was not a goal. I think he was in the crease.
My producer is telling me that was
missed
not a
that
goal.
one.
Eagles got 15 seconds to operate. They're moving up the left side, moving it through the top, and we're going to have a dodge.
Seems like Brady Daler may have this one under control.
Great save by Gavin.
I mean, that is just so wide. That's never going in there on Gavin.
Reminds me of my high school prom. Almost had a chance. Julie, still love you.
Wow, that ball made its way all the way to the booth.
All right.
Ouch.
And we got a 7-4 ball game going into halftime. And we will check back with you after a brief bathroom break. And we're back for the second half. We got a 7-4 ball game. Huskies are up.
Yes, we are.
Good old clock issues. Waiting for the clock to wind down from the halftime restart. And then we'll get going. We got 15 on the clock, and we're ready to start the third quarter.
Unfortunately, the Northeastern Endowment came up just a hair short on getting us a new scoreboard.
Mm-hmm. And we got a little scrap right off the bat.
There we
Eagles
go.
pick it up for a second, and they are running. Maybe a
Whistle
moving.
is
We got
blown.
I think that was a moving screen or a. Not quite sure what that was. I'm going to say illegal movement. That's not a call.
Something of
We're going to
the
make
sort.
it a call.
The official didn't like it.
And we got number 1 Brady Daler moving it over to fantastic number 3.
I'd like to give a formal apology to Brady Daler, who complained about me building a shelf at 11 p.m. when I lived above him in Lightview.
Womp womp. We got Luke Lang. He's moving it to the middle. Ooh, a little push in the back, a little slash on the hip, but that's evil Lang right there. He's ready. It's second half Lang. Daler down the right side, a little swim.
Go this-
Pull that. Up top. Great take. Number 3, great take. And we got a save.
Starting to think that this BC goalie wouldn't have made that stop if he didn't have these sweatpants from the Beastie bookstore. Looking pretty good. Credit
Yeah,
where
that's
credit is due.
no knock on tuition there, but that's $80,000 tuition, probably $150 sweatpants. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Speaking of tuition, after 4 years of paying it here at Northeastern, they would not let me go to the bathroom in the bathroom next to us here. They made me walk
Goalie
further
ball.
down the street to find another one. It's not the kind of stuff you're looking to build an alumni network with.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But I would like to give an open invitation to all the commentators here with us tonight. I still have a Husky card. You can borrow it if you'd like. As Gavin makes a monstrous save. Oh my gosh. Is there anything this guy can't do?
Let's see if Crayola's moving back to X, and they might swing it to him. We might get a little X dodge. 39 moves it down the left side. Back to the middle. He might have a shot if he had a right hand. Does not look like he has a right hand.
Down the alley. Don't know if there are many alleys out there in the suburbs where these guys go to school.
Great call, Sam.
Thanks.
Moving up the right
Oh
side.
my
We got
goodness.
Elmore running with him. We got a little 5v4, I believe.
His name is Tag, like the childhood game. This kid he wants it. Clearly he wants it.
His name is Tag. I thought that was Rigby. I don't know if you guys can hear here on the stream, but that joke killed with all of us here in the booth.
As the Huskies settle it up. I say you get some good long possessions. I mean, them Newton College Eagles, they're real good unsettled, but we are killing them in the long game right here. Jamin moving it up top. They might swing it down through X. Down to Matt Moore, the stud. Let's see it, Matt. Can I have this dance, sir? Ooh! Good take, good save from the Eagles goaltender there.
I had a little bit of live scouting report here for you. During our halftime break, the BC goalie, he was letting a few in on the warm-ups. I don't know.
Number 19 was not Matt Moore, fellas, but he seems to have an effect on everybody on the field because they're trying to play like him. Let's play some ball. We got 28. Bring it down the left side. He might swing it through X. We got Crayola looking up top. Good look. Good save. He soaked it in the stomach.
So a note there for number 41. You actually are not allowed to stand in that circle around the net.
As the Huskies look to clear. Good luck in the middle. And who else but Matt Moore? He got stripped. All right, moving up the left side. We'll see what they can do here. He moves it down to Crayola to the middle.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to say that's a crease violation, but they do not see it my way, fellas. And we got a
Now,
7-5 ball
that
game.
looked like a crease violation to me, but actually the story of the game is that official right there making that call. He is actually working these games to make up enough money for his LASIK eye surgery. This is a big thing for him. He has not been able to see well for the past few years, and I mean, that's pretty evident there.
The second this game ends, I'm going to be giving irrefutable evidence to these refs that was not a goal. Maybe we'll get this overturned here for you.
That was a great point there, Andrew. I mean, everyone's got to read the medical report before the game, and I also saw that.
Number 55, Mordecai, chasing this BC Eagle. Or
Okay.
was it a parakeet? More
I'm
on
going to
that later.
say, tell me if I'm wrong, Eagles got a little more juice coming into the second half.
That they do. We'll have to see if it'll be enough.
We got an island here. That's a tough take.
Excellent showing here by the Huskies thus far against the number 10 Eagles.
Great ground ball.
Who chose that is my question to you.
He's going to look up to the right side, and he's got William Yates Lotta.
Bang.
Come on, big take. Let's bring it up the field.
Wow, he cannot keep up with them. He went right by him there. Northeastern setting up the offense, getting all their subs in, and really all the personnel you want to see on the field.
You know, and I like this move here, Andrew. They got to settle the ball down. They've been playing some very good settled offense. Don't want to run and gun when you don't have to. You have a lead. Let's build on it. Get a couple more, and let's just ride this into the fourth quarter. That's a little high.
Wow,
But no call
never
from
seen
the
something
refs.
more in the back of the head. Again, we are.
An audible
It's an
ouch
interesting
is
one.
heard by number
Yeah.
3 as he's hit in the back of the head with a no call.
Coach Duke also clearly not happy with it.
Coach Duca working that lateral movement on the sidelines, getting to the refs. Get him a pair of skates. He might be in the show. Arid pass, but picked up by the Huskies. Number 3 again. He is everywhere.
It must be
He
the
really
number.
is. I mean, it is a famous number at Northeastern. They don't just give that to anybody. You really have to earn it.
And we got a hard ride going on. As the Eagles, the Newton Eagles, moved up the field. That guy's got some wheels. Down to Crayola.
Yeah, he's a
Ooh,
quick
just got
little fella,
away.
but, Crayola cannot handle it there on the sideline, and I am sure that the bench will let him hear about that
We
next
might
time
see
he's
a-
on their side.
We might see a pink head next game. I agree. We moved up the right side. That's a tough pass. And we got a little tussle. We got Crayola bringing it up the left side. Let's see if he can redeem himself. He's going to settle it down. Good checks. Good help defense by number 29, Dylan McCabe, as he hops back to his offensive matchup. Well, let's see what the Eagles can do. Down 2 with 8 minutes to go in the third. Little inside roll. Great D, great save.
And now that is just classic goalie Gavin making the stop right there.
I didn't even see the save, folks. I'm not even sure that ball made it out of the stick.
You're
I think
hearing
it
it-
took an unlucky roll.
You're hearing it.
Oh!
Cycle.
Boy, he's slippery. A little strip. Unfortunately, that was a great clear. They might get it back. What a hustle play from number 4, William Yates Lotta. That's that West Coast fucking hustle.
Oh.
Apologize for my language.
That's the type of thing that you cannot teach, ladies and gentlemen. You're born with that or you're born without it. And he's one of those kids. He's born with it.
Matt Moore up to number 19. A little toe drag.
the-
Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
God. You
Gosh!
can put it on the board.
Disgusting! I don't think that we're wrong about this call. I believe that one's making its way in.
I don't know if anybody has Paul Rabel's phone number, but the PLL, take some notes. That was beautiful.
That was a work of art right there. Whoa.
Tag, let's see something there.
And we got an 8-5 ball game with 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Eagles win the draw. A little goose egg back.
I'm not a math major, but I believe the Huskies are winning and we're doing it well.
Good ground ball by number 17. He's bringing it up the right side. He's going to take a slow break, move it through X. Crayola puts his head down. Good take. Good
Wow,
save.
yeah, so what you're not looking for is to shoot it right into the middle of the goalie. I think that's pretty textbook, but clearly it isn't to everybody.
Great clear by 29 Dylan McCabe. And the Huskies are rolling again. They're looking to settle, make their subs. Hopefully put another in the back of the net.
I believe I overheard Coach Duca after our last goal saying, "Do that again."
As he shuffled down the sideline.
Father of two, Thomas Duca.
Number 19 for the Huskies. I think it's worth a look up after that toe drag goal. 19. Let's see here.
As Matt Moore recovers it at X and takes it up the right side there.
He's a
Moves it up
mystery
to that
man.
Beautiful number 3, and then to number 1, Brady Daler. Brady Daler, the milkman, swings it down the right
Brendan
side again.
Corelli.
To Brendan Corelli.
Freshman attackman Brendan Corelli. He's milking the clock. Here, we got a flag.
And there is some laundry on the field.
Not sure about that one, but we're going to take it. We got the end of the shot clock. Huskies are going to be moving to man up.
Yeah, again, not to date us here in the booth, but, you know, the game has gone soft the past couple years. Those of us in the booth remember when it was, you know, not necessarily, I don't believe that that was a penalty, but we will take it as a Northeastern aided broadcast as the Huskies go man up here with a few minutes to go left in the third.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. Back in the day, we used to really be able to lay some lumber down there. Good old Summer Cassane would come in. They'd call him a goon back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Spent a lot of nights in the penalty box for my crimes against
Eagles.
Eagles.
Great ground ball from Andy Warren. He loses it. Another ground ball. Number 6 needs a map. Andy, little face dodge. Might need to settle this here. All right. We got another scrum. Ball's down. Eagles pick it up, move it back to the goalie. That would have been sick if it went in the net, but it didn't. And they are moving it up to number 17. Clearing through the middle. And the Eagles are going to make their subs, settle on offense. You can put it on the board, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm waiting to say.
Dodge down the right alley as they look to swing it to X and around to the left side. Oh,
Ooh, a little
Turf
slip.
Monster with a beautiful
Double
strip there
team
by
dog
Theo
pound.
Werner.
Oh, get that kid a mop.
Goodness gracious, these Huskies are going to be sent to the kennel for how they're treating these birds.
That's a pretty disgusting shot. I'm not going to lie. He cannot look at me, though.
Will not say it to his
even
face, but
to a Northeastern broadcast, that was a beautiful shot
That
at the
was
right
disgusting.
side from X
Did
there.
not appreciate the celebration.
I
But
did
the
not like to see it, but credit where credit is due. That was a nice shot.
I guess we can put it on the board. It is an 8-6 ball game. So Huskies up 2 with 3 minutes to play. 3:53 left to play in the third quarter. Face off underway. We got James Zupa. A little push in the back, but they're going to let it fly. And we got a scrap. Call from the refs. And it looks like a hold. It's going the Huskies' way.
don't believe that you can do that.
And the Huskies settle on offense. Move it through the middle. They're going to swing it through X. Back through X. We got Matt Moore bringing it up the right side. Absorbing some contact, moves it back through. Toe drag King just wide left. Brendan, was it?
Brendan, number 19.
Brendan Corelli putting on a show tonight.
First year here with the Huskies.
What a pickup.
A lot of goals, I'm told.
Moves it down the left, back to the middle, off the top of a stick, over to the Eagles. Bringing it up the left side.
I am told that that will happen as Luke Lang comes in.
That's a weak foul.
Yeah, and this is another one of those cases where we're not quite sure what laundry is on the field for. I could not begin to tell you what that call is on. And I have played lacrosse for most of my adult life, and I, again, have no idea what the call on the field here is.
For me, that looked like
One of the attackmen, you know.
Yeah, but again, I didn't
was kind
see
of
it.
It was a weak slash.
But again, I didn't see it.
PSA to all the fans at home. Bald eagles are a federally protected species. I guess you cannot touch them or you'll get a flag.
great call, Sam. Great call.
Commentator Sumner Kassan, girlfriend, first year in law school.
I mean, that laundry toss there kind of looked like my day the other day. Wear a shirt for a couple of hours. Figure, why not? Let's toss it in the wash.
Tide Pod man myself here, Tom. Never catch me dead using bounty.
The protected species goes to man up. Moving it through the left side. We got a step-up rip. Great goal coverage by goalie Gavin Krasinski.
Yeah, that's never going in on number 0. And I must point out again that the quote-unquote Boston College is just not in the city. And I'd be remiss if I didn't point that out every chance that I got.
Being told it's easier to get to Rhode Island from here than it is to the Boston College campus.
A little worm burner from 92. And it is an 8-7 ball game. Not sure how I felt about that one going through. That's offside foot. Good shot placement. Not a lot of juice. The juice certainly got loose on the net there.
Ted, get this one, dude! Come on!
And commentator Andrew is rooting on the face-off crew right now.
Put down the hot mic to let his opinion be known. Number
It is
33,
a frustrating
Tag.
turn of events for the Huskies, who came out strong and have been a little bit weaker in the past few minutes.
Once again, I want to go back to wishing we had
I
wood
would-
for you
yeah.
to knock on. You never found the wood.
I did never find that wood, but that also does not mean that I have not lost faith. And speaking of, number 33 Tag is who I have called on, and he did recover the ground ball there for the Huskies. So a great turn of events there.
We got 16 Brendan. Keep forgetting his last name. Canelli?
Something of the sorts.
Love it.
That might have been 19 who you're thinking of, Brendan. We
Not a
is
numbers
we
guy.
Absolutely who I was thinking of.
We do apologize. The Northeastern alumni from last year graduated about 25. There are a lot of new faces this year, and we have been mighty confused at the games that we have been attending.
Oh!
God!
You
Andy!
can put it on
As
the
Andy
board!
Warren puts it in the back.
Warren!
Oh!
Beautiful take.
Oh!
Oh! Oh! We are Huskies! As the Huskies put it in the back of the net, number 52, the president, Andy Warren, says, okay, I will put it in my hands, as the Huskies had a late draw there for a few minutes.
I believe President Warren's got 2 or 3 now. Is that right? I wish we had an active stat sheet
He
going
does.
on
Yeah.
that
We
booth,
missed the
but
first couple of the game, but he has at least a couple. He's having himself a good game.
as the Eagles look to settle on offense after that face-off when it's a 9-7 ball game, we got 50 seconds left to play in the third. And they are looking to settle, maybe set up a play, get one more before the quarter.
Quick thank you to all the friends, family, and alumni who supported us on Giving Day just a few days ago. Here in the commentating booth, it seems to be a composite
save.
material. We may need to make one out of wood, but Andy Warren is proving us wrong.
Great save by number 0, Gavin Kornitsky. Kornitsky?
You are getting there, Tom.
I am almost there.
Getting warmer. I don't know what the call was, but
Bringing it right up the gut, number 19 for the
Missed
Eagles.
call there on the turn of events as the Eagles take it back on offense. And that kid shoots at I'm not quite sure what.
Wide right. It was a throwaway. What the hell?
Wide
shot,
right
you
might
know?
be an understatement. That was
Oh.
very wide right.
Gavin Kornitsky says the behind-the-back shot will not fly.
And he
Speaking
throws it
of Gavin
downfield.
Kornitsky, the goalie, he actually had a goal just a few weeks ago. He put one in from the far side of the field in one of the sickest plays I've ever seen from a Northeastern goalie. A feat that Sam Bellamy, I don't believe, ever achieved. I don't believe Bell
I
ever
don't
put
think
one
so.
to the back of the net.
Andrew, when I saw
Putting
it,
some question into who the most recent good Northeastern goalie has been.
I'll tell you who didn't show up today. Supportive boyfriend, Sam Bellamy. I think that might tip the scales. And I got to say, Andrew, when I saw that goal from Gavin, I said, wow,
Wow.
what a goal.
What a goal. As we settle in for the fourth quarter, it's kind of crappy outside. We got overcast weather, around 45 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, we are looking in all directions here, folks, and we are seeing clouds everywhere. It does not appear to be getting better. This is what we've got for the rest of the night. As Northeastern takes a 9-7 lead into the fourth quarter, it was a great start for the Huskies, and the Eagles have been clawing their way back in.
6-1 lead to start, I believe.
It was. I don't ever think I saw it get to 7. So the Huskies have been letting them claw themselves back in, and we are looking for a strong fourth quarter here, again, from a biased broadcast.
I don't believe we are a biased broadcast, but I will say, Huskies 9, Bad Guys 7.
I will say, what a commentating voice on Sumner next to me right now.
Oh, yes. I got to say, if anybody here in the crowd tonight has a, what is it called, a lozenge? A cough drop. I would like one very much because I am putting on a performance here, and I got to say, ow. But, yeah, we're getting the fourth quarter here underway, and I'd like to give a quick shout-out to the Squash Busters and Club Sports staff who are supporting us here today. And fingers crossed that they let me use the restroom here momentarily. Be right back.
I would not trust it. They did not let me into that earlier, and I wouldn't bank on it.
As the Eagles move it up the field. Number 3 again.
It's
Man, that
number
kid is
3.
everywhere.
I mean, they again, folks, they don't give number 3
Protect
to
the
anybody.
legacy, baby. I love it.
You have to earn that.
As Sumner steps out of the booth for a little tinkle. And the Huskies are settling up here on offense. He's going to pull it back. Ooh, a little quick double team.
Wow, and
He got
way to
out of it.
hang on to it there.
Moving it through
Splits
X. We
the
got Matt
double.
Moore up the right side. Great move. He's going to pull it out, bring it up top. Luke Lang over to number 3. Still got to look up his name. But, man, he is a stud. Great
I do
take.
apologize in the booth. We have really poor service, and we cannot get full access to the rosters. But a great chase there by number 52, Andy Warren, as Matt Moore takes it out of the back
Number
right corner.
3 is Jacob Bullock.
Jacob
Sophomore.
Bullock has been having himself a game.
6'1 sophomore. Out
6'1".
of. Ooh, we got another tough mass. He's out of. Layminster?
Leo Minster. it
Leo
looks like.
Minster. Probably not pronouncing that correctly. And we got a turnover, and it's going back to the Huskies.
Back to the Huskies ball. So that's what you don't want to do when you have a clear is actually you typically want to hold on to the ball and get it to the offensive end. That is an example, again, from the Eagles of what not to do.
You certainly want to move it to the offensive end, and the Huskies are looking to tack a couple more on and maybe just play a little keep away for a little bit. Definitely going to take their time on offense if they get another one here.
Yeah,
And
I mean, that is what I would do if I were a coach. They have not yet asked me to join the coaching staff in my alumni years.
Oh, back to Lang, we got a touchdown!
and that's
Dizzy! Oh, you
Force
can
one into the middle there.
You can
and
put it on the
convert
board!
with former President Luke Lang stepped down after his 2 terms, passed it on to the next generation, and is really just enjoying his final year, as you can see there.
Stocking the shelf, baby. Luke Lang, Devil Lane coming out here in the fourth quarter.
And this is another clear example of that weak Eagles interior defense where they are just letting Northeastern have their way on the inside. That is as many goals as I can count that have come from the crease. Northeastern is running rampant inside.
They have not seemed to be able to figure out a way to beat the Huskies in the previous years. I believe the last time they beat them was it 2022? 2022?
I do recall 22 or 23. The past 4 years, the record has been 6-2. It has been a stout few years for the Huskies in what initially was expected to be a rebuilding year. It seems to be more of a reload.
Eagles moving it up over to Crayola.
And Crayola
Ooh.
just can't handle it on what would have been a good take there.
He might go to a pink dye next time. Settling it up. They're going to move it through X, get some subs in.
Really, anything but blue might be better. I mean, could you see a bigger contrast?
The blue's
with your
pretty
own
good.
colors?
I wish I had the confidence to pull that off back in my day, but
Clearly, he
unfortunately
told
I
his
did not.
girlfriend to look for a blue head from the sideline.
He's got a head full of steam. Crayola up the right side. He's
head
stripped.
full of steam until he drops it.
And the Huskies are in a good spot. Hopefully they get a good defensive stand right here. Move it through X. Ooh, high and wide.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty much the shot that you're looking for, but clearly not the player that you're looking to shoot it. That was high and wide from 5 and 5. That's pretty much where you want to be. And I might have to check on my car after that one.
You might have to check on your
I might have
car
to
after
check
that
on my
one.
car again after that one as well.
Woo!
Another high and wide for the Eagles. The problem is that if you put it within the pipes, Gavin Kornitsky will stuff it.
I mean, there's certainly a fear factor going on, you would have to think.
I do. I mean, if every one of my shots got stuffed, I'd probably want to put it outside the pipes as well.
I mean, if you got a big
And
front
there it
three.
is. And there it is. And the ball always finds his way into his stick.
You got a big front three, and then you got MCLA Player of the
Wow.
Week between
Talk
the
about
pipes.
a size differential there between Skolnick and number 4. That is a scary monster looking at you.
And we got a loose ball down in the Husky end.
The
Andy
beautiful
Warren!
beautiful
Ooh!
ground ball by number 52. Andy Warren.
Ouch!
Hey, Andy!
Andrew going off mic once again, rooting on the fellas.
My mic turns off, so I get the the pleasant opportunity to cheer on the lads from the booth here, and I will take it when I have it after a beautiful ground ball by Andy Warren.
I do just want to say we do both wish that both teams have fun here, and we got a slight edge towards Northeastern, of course, but both teams are playing great ball, and we're just happy to be here.
At the end of the day, fun is the most important thing today. As
We got a hurt player. That's number 14, Luke Lang, on the rollback to his right hand. Looks like he got his feet jammed up in the turf, possibly. He is hustling his way off the field.
Really wishing for the best him here. He makes his way off by himself.
Little fist bump from
We are-
Coach
we are
Kerr.
hoping
Can
that
never
he's
hurt.
okay.
And I believe we have 6-on-6 still.
Yeah, I believe the whistle was just for the player down and did not call anything. I didn't see any laundry myself.
What do you say? I say we put one on the board here.
I would love to see one on the board get a nice 4-goal lead with 10 minutes to go.
4-goal lead with
We
10
will
minutes.
see what the lads cook up here.
We'll say you take your time, work that clock. Obviously, play your game. Eagles quick takeaway, but see, ooh, we got an angry Eagles defense after that one. I'm not sure what the
Look,
stripes saw there, but
I'm not sure what the refs saw there, but I agree with it. I think that maybe that should have been a turnover, but we will take the calls that we get. Refs are a part of the game, ladies and
Andy
gentlemen.
Warren!
Another one!
You can put it on the board!
Wow!
Oh!
I have lost count of how many that is for the president, the current
That's
president.
at least a hat trick.
I mean,
At least
look,
3 I
clearly
saw.
They don't give the presidential role to everybody. That is a title that is earned, not given, and rent was due today, apparently, because he has found the back of the net
I mean,
a multitude of times.
I will say that's not a hard shot, but that's a deceptive shot, and he snuck it around the defender. Goalie did not see it till the end.
Commentator Sumner signing back on, and I got to say, wow, Andy Warren. You what? All right, sorry, technical difficulties here. Andy Warren, goal scorer, just takes the ball from the defender as he goes for a little scoop. Let's see if he can make it a score as he dives for the. Oh, he didn't get that. Come on.
We lost another broadcaster here as Thomas Bobert runs to the bathroom. It seems the seal has been broken for our broadcasting team here, but we will give you the most up-to-date, clear commentary that we can as the Eagles draw another flag.
Ooh. Oh, never mind.
Tag in the middle of the field with a beautiful goose there as he runs off. And Northeastern has a free play on the offensive end. Nice save by the keeper and a dead ball.
As the game stops here, I'd like to take a moment to appreciate the Northeastern fans watching us from all around the world. And Lucas Siegel, special fan coming from Mission Hill, has texted me asking for a shout out. Love you, Lucas.
Twin, as we know him, and building into a Northeastern man up. As the lads set up here. Sumner, there are a lot of new faces on the man up that I do not recognize from just a year ago.
It
Clearly,
beats me.
Northeastern took this year as a reload and has very quickly rebuilt the roster and the offensive presence. As we take another one here, reloading from X. Here's some yelling from the sideline asking, what set are we in? We will find out from the booth here.
No, we won't. Don't know what set we're in.
Again, a defensive-minded broadcast. We are not familiar with the offensive end of the field. We only know how to throw silly checks.
Only the silliest. And only in practice. I didn't play much. I'm in over my head right now as a commentator for the sport of lacrosse. But I will tell you, these guys are going to get this goal right here. The score is currently at 11-7 Huskies. Speaking of 11-7, I'd like to bring it back to our fan of the day, Lucas Siegel. Very tall. 11-7, I believe.
It is something like that.
Something
yes.
in the ballpark of that.
As number 3 does not take a step down. Unselfish plays, he passes it off.
Oh, my goodness.
To a nice save by the Newton Community College Eagles and a clear up the right side of the field here.
Speaking of being in the ballpark, I know that we have some visitors from outside of Boston, the BC Eagles coming to town today. Fenway Park here in Boston. I saw Wally the Green Giant, the mascot of the Red Sox. He complimented my Red Sox hat today.
Did he really?
Just this morning as Boston settles in for the marathon. And many tourists don't know how to walk.
Yeah, Boston is all over the place this weekend. We first have the huge matchup of the Northeastern Huskies versus
this is
the
really
Newton
taking the
Community
cake.
College Eagles, and then a few lesser-known events such as the Celtics playoff game, the Bruins playoff game, and the Boston Marathon. It has been a loaded weekend for Northeast sports.
And we got the Boston Marathon on Monday. Is that what you said?
I
do believe
so.
that is the case. As the ref hits number 47 with his flag, and he appeared to take a beating there.
As my mother just corrected me, it is pronounced Leominster.
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 No, clearly she's new to the New England region. I'm pretty sure it's Leo Minster.
Well, speaking of people not from Boston, BC Eagles.
Leominster with
wonder-
a cup of black coffee from Dunkin'. Dunkin'.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a comment section in your stream, we do not know if you do. Please send your Dunks order into that. We are curious. We are looking for some new things to go for in the morning.
For a chance to win a glazed donut and maybe a black coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. Funded by the streaming company, of course.
Speaking of the streaming company, sir, I don't know if you can hear us. I didn't catch your name, but you're doing a wonderful job, and we really appreciate you coming out here. Northeastern, we have a bad history of streams. Stephen Maggs, he did his best, but many nights of taped iPhone cameras.
Ooh, as the Eagles put one in, 11-8 with 6:17 to play. 6:17 to play.
Wow, that is funny, Tom Bopes. That is exactly what we're looking for here in the booth.
A little emote from the booth.
Oh my goodness gracious, I just got a call from Randy and Cotton. They want to sign Tom Bobert for that electric joke. Speaking of electric comedy.
For those of you who are old, 6'7" apparently is funny with the youth. We think we missed that threshold. We are just past it, but we are being told that it is funny.
Resident young person Zavio Phoenix will say more in his post-game interview. I believe he was born sometime in the second term of Barack Obama, something of the sorts. Very young guy. But,
I do want to say a big shout out to the streaming company. And
we really needed
in
this,
games past, we've had extremely excruciating streams to no one's fault. And we really appreciate the company coming here and putting on a great showing here today.
I will like to say we're not watching the stream right now. If there's a chat involved, I'd like to invite the chat right now to type a 1 in the chat.
A dub?
No, it's something I saw on a Twitch clip. Apparently that boosts engagement. I don't know.
Clavicular.
Something about a frame mog we're getting put in our ear as Northeastern sets up their offense, clearly trying to slow it down with a 3-goal lead with about 5 minutes to go. They have 34 on the shot clock as they start to initiate the offense, but you can see they are slowing it down.
I will say, you want to take it in a spot like this, up 3 under 5 to play. You do want to take your time, but you do want to play your offense, and you. Ooh, Andy Warren, another high rep.
Speaking of your offense, Andy Warren, who has put a couple in the back of the net today. That is who you want to see taking that shot there.
I don't know what juice they've been giving these kids since I've been gone, but Andy's got some MPH on the back of that shot right there.
I tell you what, I would have liked to be a part of some of that juice that they're giving.
Speaking of juice,
my year.
Speaking of juice, Luke Lang swinging it through X.
Ooh. I would like to give a quick shout out to the Warren family who might be watching from New Hampshire. I would like to say that maybe that goal would have fell if he was first name Sumner, middle name Andrew.
Well,
I would have to disagree there. I think Andrew Sumner is the direction of those two names. But again, I am biased.
Commentators Andrew and Sumner here will settle this in a parking lot after the game.
No. I will be witnessing that. As we swing it up top, they're looking for their main man, Andy, but it's picked off by number 2-4 from the Eagles as Newton Community College moves it up the right side.
Ladies and gentlemen watching at home, I just telepathically spoke to Coach Tom Duca, and he told me that the game plan from here on out is for the Huskies to be goal maxing.
Score more and let in less. I would call that a good gig. If I was a consultant, that's probably what I would tell the company that I'm working for.
It's shocking we are not being paid for this. Electric commentary.
You don't have to be crazy to think if the Eagles don't get one here, they are in desperation mode. We got about 3 minutes to play. It's a 3-goal ball game. It's 11-8 as they put one in the back of the net, and now it's starting to get interesting.
Tom, my eyes were closed. I didn't quite catch that goal. I'm going to act like it didn't happen.
I did not see the number nor person.
Yep. Credit where credit's due, but
we missed it. There's
sorry.
A few players running up to the midfield by the Eagles. One of them, I think, probably scored it to bring it to a 2-goal game.
Shout out to one of those guys.
We bring out Zupa.
It was a number 1 through 100, I believe.
Yeah, I think that it was a 2-digit number there between 1 and 100.
It was one of them.
Getting a note from our producer, Tom, you're right. Was 1 through 100.
Come on, Yates! Yates. And we got James Zupa at the X.
Yates Lotta from Southeastern Montana, I believe. If anybody is going to be
huge face
visiting
off.
Yellowstone, Asking
Won
for
by
some
the
restaurant
Eagles.
recs.
He brings it back to his goalie. They're going to clear it, try to get a good possession, good shot. And they're moving it up. They got to clear. They're going to settle on offense, get their subs in, settle down, hopefully get one before 2 minutes. Taking their time, swinging it through X. A little lock off going on.
Northeastern's
dodge.
looking to clamp down on some of these defensive woes that we've seen in the second half. Have led up a couple, and they are looking to look stout.
This would be a huge defensive stand for the Huskies.
Apologies, I was just checking my emails.
Good,
I gotta
great
say,
check.
this BC offensive scheme, unbiased reporting, but I'm told it's a snooze fest. Oh, that was poor timing on the commentating. I will take that one. Maybe I'll try again in 3 minutes, but 2:07 minutes.
All right, we got a
ball game.
We got an 11-10 ball game, 2:07 to
Yeah.
play. I mean,
I did jinx
I
that
couldn't
one.
have drawn it up any better. I mean, it was 7-1, 6-1 going in the first quarter, second quarter. We don't want a blowout here. We want a good game, and that's what we're getting today.
Just got a statement from myself. Whoops on that call.
With 4 O's, I believe, Sumner.
Yes. My keyboard got stuck. James Zupa. What a rake. What a
Great ground ball. He moves it up. We got the pole,
Reels
and he
it
moves
into
it.
Oh,
Theo
my
Werner, who
goodness.
swings it up to the attackman.
The Huskies are
And
going to
the
settle. They're
Huskies
going to take a
take
timeout.
much
Great
needed
timeout.
Where would these Huskies be without their Campbell's Chicken Noodle Zupa face-off specialist?
Speaking of specialists, I would be remiss to not shout out Mission Bar and Grill, a sponsor of this program.
Absolutely.
The Mission on Mission Hill. They have kept the Northeastern Huskies very well fed and very well hydrated for the past few years, and we appreciate everything they do for us, especially bartender Chris. Chris, if you are watching, thank you very much for everything you've ever done for us.
And Chris, we will see you in about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this match.
Very close to that, yes.
Mission Bar and Grill. They have a bar. They have a grill. They know how to work them both.
Chris, I will say I wore my running shoes today, so I will be there lickety split.
Speaking of lickety split, we're here on the orange line here for this game. Something that the BC Eagles know nothing about.
I will say I've been to a couple Boston College tailgates, and man, that football team's tough to watch.
It has been. I can't bring anything to the front of my mind, but historically bad program by the Eagles with the football team.
Historically tough. You get fed well. You get plenty of beverages. You have a good time. But man, that stadium's empty by the second quarter.
It's got to be one of those things. You're wondering if they are losing money with the empty stands and the loose play.
I believe this game might have filled up alumni a little bit more than a football game would have. But maybe that's just me. As the Huskies moving on, we got 1:42 to play. They're looking to play a little bit of keep away, but still stay aggressive on the offensive end. Good check. Held on to by the stud, number 3.
It'd have been a better check had he dropped the ball, but this number 3 fella is a stud.
Somebody's got to tell these BC Eagles that can openers will go. Most electric check in all of lacrosse. And just to prove that we as commentators are totally unbiased, I'd like to give a quick shout out to notable BC alumni, my girlfriend's mom. She's not watching right now, but hi.
I'm sure if she sees that clip, you will be more well accepted in the family.
Matt Moore bringing it up the
barbecue
right
next year.
side, moving it up to Luke Lang. That's a late hit.
Wow.
We got a flag down. That's
There
a
we
big
go.
flag.
There, and a
50
celebration.
seconds to play.
50 seconds,
I mean,
one goal lead.
Huskies up one, a little spill. Pick up that ball.
Pick it up to just put it right back down as the ball sticks with Northeastern with 44 seconds to go with a 1-goal lead.
And you would have to think they're going to hold on to this ball and not take a shot. Eagles might pull their goalie out. We got a 6-on-5 coming up.
I would have to believe such a thing, but we will see.
I never bothered to learn the rules of lacrosse before taking this job, but the shot clock's at 60, the game clock's at 44. I think we have a race going on.
I think you might just want to throw the ball really high in the air.
You might want.
Who can do it? Nate the Great?
Shout out to the crew of the Artemis 2 mission. I think we're going to maybe break a window on that spacecraft as we throw the ball really, really high.
Into orbit, even. I believe if you put it in orbit, it could stay up for 44 seconds.
Now, if I were the Huskies, I'd move this thing through X, get it away from midfield, avoid a fast break, and that looks like exactly what they're doing. Oh,
would be a wise
great
decision
handle by
for the
number 3 again.
Number 3.
He's going to move it to Andy Warren.
Oh,
hopefully.
my goodness. Andy Warren. He doesn't have the ball right now, but I just like that guy.
Well,
Great look across
yeah,
the field, and they're going to
across
move it
the
to X.
field.
They're going to
Not
run around a
everybody
little
can
bit.
see that.
7,
That is
6,
how
5
you
on the
get.
clock. 3.
As the
2,
Huskies take out their
and
long
another win!
Oh!
Take out their long really high in the air to end the game. The Huskies have taken down the number 10 BC Eagles.
Andy's letting them know
The
what's up.
unranked
Andy, you
Oh,
tell
Andy
him about it.
Boyd.
Oh! Booyah!
College Eagles to win
What a
final game
game!
of the CLC season. Wow!
Ooh, Andy.
If you are looking for any of the Huskies players later, you can find them at Mission Bar and Grill. I am sure they will be there.
Gavin Kornitsky's Venmo is open. If anybody wants to actually buy him a Gatorade. I don't know if he's 21. He turned 21. He'll celebrate after
The
this, I'm
Venmo
sure.
is Thomas-Bobert. That is 2 B's, 1 O, EAR.
As these teams shake hand, I'd like to let everybody know that Luke Lang, president of the Northeastern Lacrosse community.
Should we get a sideline interview?
I don't know how long
We
it's
will
gonna run.
look to get a sideline interview to wrap up the game.
Yeah.
However,
As we get a shrug from our friend on
if
the
you
camera.
did suffer through the audio of this entire game, we thank you for your patience with
I'm
us
so sorry.
and being just a good lacrosse fan.
All right, we might get president and captain mad. Andy Warren over here in the booth. You want to go grab Andy over there?
What a CLC matchup we had here today. As the Huskies continue
My
their
God.
long-standing win streak here in the CLC.
I will say, so happy to be here. What a fight from the Eagles. What a win for the Huskies to hang on in this 11-10 thriller.
Hello to our notable alumni coming to dap up
Connor
the
McCarthy,
commentating
notable
booth.
alumni.
Ravi and Connor.
Can I say I miss being out there?
He did not sniff the turf, but man, he was around.
They're going to the mission if you guys want to go.
We were shouting out the mission the whole time.
Yeah, we spoke a lot on the mission, and we have hot mics, so they all heard that.
How we
Don't know
doing?
if anyone's still watching. Group.
And we got captain and president Andy Warren with a hat trick. Was that 3 or 4?
It was 4 tonight. The boys came out hot. We knew we needed to win this one. BC decided to cancel on us at alumni last minute, so we're glad to have it here at Carter, and we're glad to get a win tonight.
Would you say there was some blood in the water?
There's
after that?
always blood in the water with BC. We just got to keep working our ass off. We got the CLC next week, and we're ready to go to Richmond.
Thank you, Andy. I'll see you at the
Thank
Mission
you.
Bar and Grill.
Andy Sumner Warren, you heard it here first. Good at lacrosse. I may have told your parents that you should have been first name Sumner, but we'll leave it at that.
All right, logging off. We
Yeah.
got Sumner, Andrew, and Sumner, Andrew, and me, Thomas, logging
Yeah.
off. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you again to the streaming Thank you.